Okay, so this is my 2-pound mold that's been through a lot. I bought more wood to make another one. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I went back to the dollar store and got more of those wine boxes because they're just so much easier. But they're 3 pounds, 3 to 3.5 pounds to fill the mold, or 4 pounds to really fill it. And I don't always do that much. So anyway, I use parchment paper because for the life of me I cannot find what is it called, freezer paper here. I've looked all over and I can't find it. Don't know why, but I gave up on the fight, and I can get this from Walmart or the dollar store. So how I line my mold is I do 2 pieces. I measure from this inside edge to the other inside edge. So I'll do that, smooth it over, and then just take my finger, I don't know if you can see that, and just kind of run along the inside edge to get the measurement. And then I just fold back along that measurement and line up my edges, because these edges should be straight from the manufacturing. And I fold along here and crease. Then I take, you can take a scissors, but I just take my knife. It's fast and easy. And I cut that off. Then, that was the length. Now I'm going to go the width route and do the same thing. So I'm going to go from this inner edge to this inner edge. I just line this up and use my finger to get the other side, and then I fold my paper, lining up this edge, because as I said, that edge should be straight and even from manufacturing. Crease, and then I cut. My short edge. And as you guys know, I'm pretty cheap. So what I do is I fold this in half, the narrow edge, and I cut. So then I have 2 pieces and the long piece. So now what I do is I fold back. I hope you guys can see because my table is white, so I don't know if you guys can see. But I fold back about 2 inches. Can you guys see that? About 2 inches at the end. Crease. And then the same thing on this side. Doesn't have to be exact, it's just an estimate. Then I stick it, the folded edge, inside my mold and put my fingers to line up the crease into the groove of the mold. I bring back the excess and I just crease my fingers along there to get a nice sharp edge. I'm going to use a piece of tape to tape the end down. So I always do the end pieces first. I try to make it as snug as possible. So then you'll have 2 end pieces like that with these little flaps on the inside. Now I take a wider piece and I try to make it even along here, and I line it up and I put little marks on the, let me get this up, the inside edge of the wood here. So I just put a little mark and a little mark. And now, then you probably won't be able to see it, but there's little marks so I can see. I just fold back my paper along those little marks that I made, and I crease. I do that for both sides. Always making sure I line up the edges. Okay, so then you have a piece that looks like that. And then I stick this inside, making my fingers run along the crease for the corners of the wood or the mold. Then I'll do the side first, you guys can see. Then I fold it over again, and with my fingers just crease. Same thing on this side, and then I tape. And I tape. And that's how I line my mold. Very fast, very simple. Took me longer because I was demonstrating, but really it takes me like 2 minutes to line my mold. So I want to do this 2 colors. I'm going to do pink and red, and I think I'm going to do a light pink and a dark red. So I'm going to mix my colors and I'll be back. So I'll see you guys in another minute.